COPWATCH, policing the police every single day.
Chief Investigator Brendan Keefe discovered a driver was jailed for speeding on the flip of a coin. He joins us now with a video that proves it. Brendan?
You're released, tails, you go to jail. Those were the odds a young driver faced in a traffic stop last April. But she didn't know about the police coin flip until we told her. 2 officers involved were forced to turn in their guns and badges right after Roswell police learned the 11 Alive investigators are on the case.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Off to Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry, I'm late for work.
Sarah Webb admits she was speeding past a Roswell police cruiser.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please.
Officer Courtney Brown adds a charge of reckless driving because of the wet pavement, but asks fellow officers what she should do.
I mean, I don't have any speed detections at the same time, but what do you think? Or just tickets?
Atlanta answer or Roswell answer?
Hold on.
Officer Brown opens a coin flip app on her phone.
A head, R tail.
Okay.
This is tail, right?
Yeah. So really,
23.
Michael Jordan. Alright. So I got two fast for. Let me write this down.
Too fast for conditions.
Is it reckless?
Yeah, you can do reckless.
The driver has no idea she just lost a coin flip that will take her freedom.
Do me a favor, step out of the vehicle for me. Put the phone down.
Why am I
Put your
doing
phone down. Step out of the vehicle. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Sarah Webb was arrested and taken to jail on the flip of a coin.
Wow, these people really put my freedom in the hands of a coin flip, and that's disgusting.
So before we contacted you, you had no idea?
I had no idea. It's almost hard for me to believe still.
Sarah Webb.
The 11 Alive investigators were in Roswell Municipal Court Monday when all of Webb's charges were thrown out.
When the prosecutor dismissed the case, what did she say to you?
She said, I have watched the videos and I absolutely refuse to prosecute this case.
Now, this traffic stop happened in early April, but Roswell didn't make officers Courtney Brown and Christy Wilson turn in their guns and badges until we started asking questions 2 months later. An internal affairs investigation is underway right now, and this is all part of a much deeper investigation we're conducting, so stay tuned.
Watch. Cops flip coin to decide on jailing woman for speeding, then they kidnap her. 2 cops targeted a young woman for revenue collection for speeding. However, they then played a coin flip game to decide on arresting her. By Matt Agarist, July 13, 2018. Roswell, Georgia. Sarah Webb, like millions of drivers do on a daily basis, may have traveled a little above the speed limit last April when she was targeted for revenue collection by 2 Roswell officers. During the routine stop, however, the 2 cops flipped a coin to decide whether or not they would take her to jail. It was tails, so they kidnapped her and threw her in a cage. For months, no one, including Webb, knew about the coin flip except for the officers who simply went on their daily routines, facing no accountability. However, reporters from an 11 Alive investigation helped to expose the 2 cops, Officer Courtney Brown and another responding officer, Christy Wilson. According to police, Webb was stopped because she drove past Brown, who accused her of speeding. Brown also tacked on the charge of reckless driving because the road happened to be wet. There was a problem, however. Brown never recorded Webb speeding and they were out of tickets. "What do you think?" Officer Wilson asked Brown. As the body camera shows, Brown then admits to Wilson that she has no speed detection device in her car just before Wilson says she has no tickets. Brown then pulls out her phone and opens a coin flip app, indicating that they've likely done this sort of thing before. The 2 immediately knew how to act. Officer Wilson: A. Arrest, head, R. Release, tail. Officer Brown: okay, sound of coin flip, laugh. Officer Wilson: this is tail, right? Officer Brown: yeah. So release. Wilson wanted no part of the release. however, and she called for an arrest anyway. Officer Wilson, 23, code for arrest, ... Officer Brown, Michael Jordan? Laugh. Alright, so I've got too fast, laugh, 4 conditions, reckless. This entire time, Webb sat patiently in her car, likely expecting a ticket, but having no clue she'd just lost her freedom to a coin flip between 2 would-be tyrants. Making no mention of the coin flip, the officers took Webb out of her car, placed her in handcuffs, and she was brought to jail sobbing the entire time. 2 months would pass before Webb would be contacted by investigators who told her about the coin flip. "Wow, these people put my freedom in the hands of a coin flip," she said. "And that's disgusting." When the case went to trial, the prosecutor threw out the charges and let the innocent woman go. She said, "I have watched the videos and I absolutely refuse to prosecute this case," Webb said. As 11 Alive reports, this traffic stop happened in early April, but Roswell didn't put officers Brown and Wilson on administrative leave before 11 Alive started asking questions 2 months later. An internal affairs investigation is already underway. Below is the full body camera footage. Notice how the officer is immediately belligerent and demeaning. But, if she is willing to kidnap and cage a young woman for driving over the speed limit, she certainly has to have lost empathy and reason long ago. Spread the love.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Off to Brown Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry, I'm late for work.
So you could go over 80 miles per hour on 92? No, ma'am. You have your driver's license and your insurance card?
Yeah, my insurance.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please. The ground's wet. It's been raining. You're going over 80 miles an hour
so
on this
sorry.
type of a road. That's reckless driving, ma'am. Where do you work at?
I work in Duluth at Joni Parker Hair Studio.
Okay.
I'm a hairstylist.
Okay. So you think driving that fast on a wet road is a smart idea just because you're late for work? Instead of calling and say you're running late for work, you would rather risk people's lives.
I'm sorry. This is LexisNexis. I'm trying to look it up. I don't have it printed off.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. Go for it.
Make me skid around and
I'm gonna take her probably for reckless.
Okay.
She flew past me going probably 80, 85 on 92 in the wet road. She said she's running late for work. I had to get up to 90 to catch her. What do you think? I mean, I don't have any speed detections at the same time, but...
No, but you can use the fact that you were going whatever speed and she went past you.
Mm-hmm.
It's on camera, so you're going to have a back speed. You're going to have the fact that you went 90 to catch up to her. You're going to have too fast for conditions, and...
Yeah, I mean, that's unacceptable. I told her, I said, you know the roads are wet, correct? You're running late for work and you're going above 80
Right.
to get to work. I said, call. So do not do that and put people's lives in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So, my CAD just froze on me, so I'm restarting it right now. What do you think? Or just tickets?
Atlanta answer or Roswell answer?
Hold on. Are you? Okay, hold on. Thank you.
Valid.
Yeah, sorry, she did it. Unavailable. My CAD's not working. Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
This is tail, right?
Yeah, so release.
23.
Michael Jordan? Alright. So I got too fast for, let me write this down.
Too fast for conditions.
Is it reckless?
Yeah, you can do reckless, and then speeding. And you're just going to have to mark the pace one instead of the...
I mean, either way, the speed limit here is what, 45?
Yeah.
45. She was going way...
Yeah.
I mean... Because I haven't done one like speeding like that, so that's why I'm a little bit unsure.
You're going to do the patrol vehicle spot, and then it's going to ask you for moving or not moving, and you're going to do moving.
Can you help me do these dang tickets? My CAD won't even log me in. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah. Alright, man. Do me a favor and step out of the vehicle for me. Put the phone down.
Why am I
Put your
doing
phone
this?
down. Step out of the vehicle. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Because, ma'am, you're driving entirely too fast for conditions. You put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy, okay? Double locking these so that they don't tighten on you. Do me a favor and step in front of my vehicle, ma'am. Step in front of my patrol vehicle. Do you have anything? Do you have anything? Do you have anything in your pockets of? Do you have anything on you? Poke, stick, or stab me? Any drugs, paraphernalia, anything like that? Okay. You have a bra on. Return to the side for me. Here, move on, Burkett. I'm just gonna shake this out, okay? Alright. Do me a favor, step over here. It's my patrol vehicle. Have a seat for me. We're gonna buckle you in, okay?
Are you f***ing kidding me? Are you f***ing me? I really have to be at work. Is there any way I can just pay a ticket?
You can make a phone call, but that's all you can do. If you want to call them, you're allowed to call them, but...
Okay.
Okay. Give me 1 second, I'll let you call them, okay? Thank you. Who's it? You're no...
Nope. I am, but without a stamper.
I have a really big day at work.
I understand, but you can't...
I know, I'm so sorry. I just have a really, really big day at work.
Who do you need to call, ma'am?
I'm going to jail.
For what?
Reckless driving. I was speeding. So they're taking me to jail.
Why are they taking you to jail for?
Because I was speeding.
You want me to come get your car?
Can you please?
He can't come get your car. He can't come and get your car.
No, this... Okay, apparently he can't come get my car.
You don't go to jail for reckless driving or speeding. You guys speak double in the
No, this is in a bad mood.
Okay, have a good day, sir.
Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.